The Chicago Bears have now signed their final second-round pick to his rookie scale deal in wide receiver Luther Burden, bringing an end to the drama around the Bears and their second-round draft picks. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go and get into this content for today, y'all. The Chicago Bears have signed Luther Burden to his rookie scale deal. Officially, it's a 4-year deal worth $10.965 million that's fully guaranteed. This is the first time in NFL history that a 39th overall pick has secured a fully guaranteed deal. You look at Ozzie Trapillo, Shamar Turner, though they both signed their rookie scale contracts yesterday. So this brings it in to the second round draft pick questions for the Chicago Bears. They got both guys locked in here before training camp starts, before their official report date. I think this is best for the team and for the players. And fully guaranteed money is going to be something that I think we talk about a lot with second round picks going forward. I think that this offseason has definitely shown that that's something that you can expect to be a thing in the NFL going forward, not just for the Bears, but for everyone. And it is what it is. Now everybody can just focus on playing football, getting involved, getting in the game. And Luther Burden is one of the rookies, much like Ozzie Trapillo, who is competing for a starting spot. He's trying to come in here and start. So he's not coming in here to just be a normal rookie. He's competing to be that starting left tackle. And Olamide Zaccheaus is going to be a guy that's definitely going to push him for that role as well. But hey, the Bears get the job done. That's the most important thing. And I'm glad to see that the Bears get Luther Burden in here. I'm glad to see him get his fully guaranteed money. Luther Burden is a talent. And there wasn't a single draft expert that questioned if Luther Burden was a starting level talent in the league. They may have questioned if he was going to be able to play on the outside or like that. But, you know, one of the biggest questions around him was that he was going to be a slot receiver. And the Bears, luckily enough, need a slot receiver. Ben Johnson is a head coach and offensive play caller that needs a slot receiver to be highly productive in his system, and it's a match made in heaven. So now you don't have to worry about it. Luther Burden can come in here now, compete for a starting spot, and that's just what he gets to focus on. Nobody should be mad at that at all. They get this done before the season starts. If this had turned into more of like a holdout situation or something like that, that's where you start getting a little bit worried about it. But it was never that. It did not get to that point, and now we can just focus on what? The game of football. That's the most important thing. Getting out on that football field and seeing what you can bring. T. Miles says, Drip, what up, fool? What's going on, Brody? Now tell the Chicago media and supposedly fans to shut up the hell up or worrying about Luther Burden being a problem. Listen, was that a thing? Maybe I've just been so far removed from it. I have not paid any attention to Luther Burden being a problem or anything like that. I really don't have those concerns about Luther at all. Josh says, good. We got our second rounders set and signed. Now let's get our ups in training camp and lock in. Cannot wait for week 1 on Monday Night Football. Hey, listen, I can't wait till the preseason games. Like I get it. I'm ready for week 1 too, but I'm so football thirsty. I'm ready for preseason. Great job, Haize. Thank you, Frank. Glad to have you in the building. Now that the negative talks are going to be Luther has to be better than Travis Hunter rookie year since they both got fully guaranteed contracts. You know what? Let the media talk about what the media is going to talk about. At this point, I don't really care about the media anymore. Like, I think one thing that we've proven throughout several off seasons is just things at this point. The national media don't know shit. They really don't know. And they're just as bad as some content creators, engagement farming and looking for clicks. It just is what it is when it comes down to that. They're going to regret passing on him for sure. I think a lot of teams are going to regret passing on Luther Burden, especially because he's going to be coached by Ben Johnson, who knows exactly how to use somebody with the skill set of Luther Burden. Next year, can folks not start with the will they sign bullshit since Poles has been here? This is around the time where he gets the signings done. I mean, you're not wrong, Book. You're not wrong at all. This is since Ryan Poles has taken over this team, you have seen a number of players sign around this time. So that's not surprising at all. Good point there. Darnell says, bear down, Haize. What's up? What's going on, Darnell? Glad to have you in the building. I'm finna go tackle my supervisor, free agent, a loss of a job. Let's go. First of all, that's crazy. Antoine Randall is a great addition for the wide receiver room and for Luther too. Yeah, I mean, I think like overall, this team has done a really good job at putting coaches in places that are going to help this young team grow. And that's really all you can ask for, right? Is like being put in a position where you can grow. Haize, you are my media when it comes to the Bears and Bulls. I appreciate that, Michael. I appreciate that, bro. I can't wait either. I'm ready for football. Bear down, bro. Big ready for football, man. So ready for just to get football going on. What up, Haize? I believe I said in a voicemail I left yesterday that all of these guys would be signed. It's time to go. Yeah, I think we pretty much knew that was going to be the thing. Could he be our Amon Ra? I'm looking at Rome to be the Amon Ra, but that doesn't mean Luther Burden can't be too. Like both these guys are going to have really, really good careers here with Chicago. I really do think, especially with Ben Johnson coaching them. Glad he got his money. Can't wait for him to ball out, bear down. Absolutely, fam. This may sound slow, but I forgot we drafted Luther Burden 3. Damn, I feel stupid. That's crazy. That's one of the picks that I was mostly like that. Luther Burden has the chance to be a still in this draft, but he has a chance to be the still in the draft. I'm not predicting him to be, but I'm saying that he has the chance to be the still, not just a still. Isaac Trapillo can be a still in this draft. I think Luther Burden could be the player that people look back on and they like, hey, we really overthought this Luther Burden thing. Luther Burden has some pretty damn good talent, man. So we'll see. I see he's winning against Minnesota. I think we can upset Detroit week 2. Let's hope so. I hope this team starts off on fire. No more of this talk of nervousness with second-round picks. Let the front office do their job. Feel you. Yo, greetings and go Bears. Absolutely. Crimson, glad to have you in the building. Burden, fully guaranteed deal. Good for him. Good. Yeah, absolutely good. At a skill position like wide receiver, for a player that's coming in to the slot, and if you go and look at the history of Ben Johnson and how slot receivers perform under Ben Johnson, they typically get some of the most, the biggest stats under Ben Johnson. So I think that's a big thing there, man. He's gonna have a big career here in Chicago as long as and with Ben Johnson, I think he's gonna really be good. With all these weapons, Ben Johnson about to get busy with this playbook. Man, listen, Ben Johnson is probably licking his chops at what he's going to be able to do schematic-wise with this team. Him and Declan Doyle have probably been in the lab for weeks, man, because I think both having Declan Doyle and Ben Johnson, even Eric Bieniemy too, would agree, like very creative offensive minds, looking at what this offense has as far as at the skill positions and talent, going to be crazy. I told y'all not to worry about this in June and July. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. It's easy to say, and more likely than not, they shouldn't have. I mean, we see it now, but you're always going to worry a little bit about it. I mean, it is what it is. But like I think Darnell said earlier, like when under Ryan Poles, we typically do wait to right before training camp, or even like a day or so in the training camp to get some of these deals done. I don't think that's a problem as long as you get it done, right? Haize, enjoyed your episode on ESPN 1000 with Pat. You boys are killing it. Appreciate that. That's my brother Pat. We're supposed to be getting together to do a Bears show. Am I releasing stuff too early? Pat may get me for this one. But me and Pat are working on a Chicago Bears show that we're going to do together 2 or 3 times a week, right? Because we both have, but he has multiple Bears shows. I do Chicago Bears Central, but we're gonna work on doing a Bears show, me and Pat, 2 or 3 times a week. Personally, I think that me and Pat should do an all Chicago show where we just cover all Chicago sports 2 or 3 times a week. But, you know, we'll see. Well, maybe we'll start off with Bears. Maybe it'll balloon into something else. But, yeah, me and Pat, the designer guy, we working in the lab. So only rookies report tomorrow. Yes, rookies report tomorrow. And then, if I'm not mistaken, vets on Monday. I think it's how it works. I think. I see Luther Burden as DJ, honestly. Same ability, same threat on the field, and probably more speed. Rome should have a good year as well. Just waiting on the running backs to come through. Yeah, I was asked today on the mailbag which position groups. Like, I'm really excited to see how they work out. The running back group is one I'm very, very excited to see because I think this could be really dope. When that show dropped with Pat, you better believe I'm going to tune in the best guys out. I appreciate that. Yeah, We've been in the lab working, because we do Locked On Bulls. It's like we might as well do a Bears show together too. I was hoping that we were going to be able to get Locked On Bears, but that's politics. You got to talk to the Locked On Network about that one. But hey, why work for a network when you can create it yourself? That's the way that I look at it, man. So But all right, y'all. I'm out. Thank you guys for tuning in on this one, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. No, wrong number. That's Bull Central's number. 773-242-9336 with the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Haize, how much do you pay for your Rode? I don't use a Rode mic. The stand is a Rode. This is an Electro Voice RE320. I think this runs about $300, but I don't use a Rode mic. But love you guys. Chi-Town up, bear down.